Hello! It's Susan from Sassy C Art Shop. You guys ready to do some art with me? Let's get to it! Hello! It is Susan from Sassy C Art Shop. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought we could make some art, but first I want to open up these boxes because they have fun art supplies. We're gonna see what's all in here. So we're gonna open these up, see how we go. That was the worst cut ever. Man, terrible at this. Okay, so we got some boxes in here. I'm gonna bring everything out. See what it is after I unbox it all. Let's see. This is another box. Now I don't know what's in here. The other stuff I ordered, this was like a little free gift that they gave, or like my purchase. So I'm curious to see what is in here. Not gonna open it up. We're just gonna see what's in there. Okay, and then I've got this other box. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, so this large boy is the 320 alcohol marker sets. I already have this, but a lot of mine were dry, so I needed replacement ones. And after all the ones that I needed replacement for, it would honestly just be cheaper to get a new pack, so that's what I did. So let's open it up. Ah, so many colors. I do wish Ohuhu would separate them by like color grouping. That would be super helpful. I guess I'll spend 6 years sorting these, but I'll do that on my own time. You guys don't have to watch that. So they include the swatch sheets, which is cool. And oh, this is super helpful. So Ohuhu recently changed all their color code index. But on the swatch sheet, if you guys can see, so it has what the color is now, and then they have what it used to be. So that's super helpful. So, because like I said, I needed a lot of replacement ones, but now I can find it without having to, look it up on the website. And then they've got their little booklet with all their information, and then a little protective sheet. These are probably useful. I've never used them. I just put a piece of paper under mine. But so that is that. I'm excited for that. Let's see. This is the other thing that I ordered. So these are the Ohuhu Nahaku acrylic markers. I probably didn't pronounce that right. But yeah, I wanted to try some acrylic markers. I have some, but they're not the greatest quality, and I kind of wanted to try something that probably works with some of my other materials. Okay. Oh, and it has all the colors on the back, which is cool. And then the little chameleon or gecko or whatever he is. I assume he's a chameleon because he's colorful. Alright, let's open this up. Ooh! Ooh, these are so pretty. And it has the little user manual, which is great because safety precautions. Gonna be precautioning those safeties, aren't they? So it has the little printed swatch sheet, and then it has one that you can fill in with the white and one with the black. So we'll see how they show up. I'm excited about these. Look how pretty and colorful they are. So let me just show you the marker. So shake, then enjoy. So I think you can just go like that, and then they work. And so this little level tells you how much ink there is, which is really cool. And I believe they are brush nib. That's very difficult to open. Yeah. Okay. So little brush nib, you guys can see. All right. I'm just gonna swatch the black real quick. I just want to see how it looks. I'll swatch all the others in a minute after I open the other stuff. I just want to go 120. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that lays down super smoothly. Did you guys see? Let's move. So I'll fill out the whole swatch sheets in a moment. I just wanted to see how that looked. I'm quite excited about this. Got a nice range of colors. We have some neutrals, and then of course, the rainbow colors. So I'm excited about that. Set that aside with all of its special little stuff. All right, this was a free gift that came with the purchase. I'm sure there's a way. There's the little pull thing. There we go. So it's like this little canvas tote that says Ohuhu, and it has the different kinds of markers that it has, and has all these little designs that are kind of beach themed. I don't know what I would use this for, but I have it, so maybe as a beach tote bag or something, because I go to the beach so often. All right, let's see what this other gift is, because like I said, I didn't order this. This was part of the little, as a thank you. So it looks like we have some little replacement nibs, which is super helpful for, I assume, whatever this is. So the little booklet, see what's in here. Again, the little swatch, or the little protective covering. And let's see. So it looks like we have a colorless blender here. Okay. And it looks like it is a broad chisel tip and a teeny tiny little brush nib. Maybe this is their fine nib, I don't know, but look how teeny tiny that is. All right, so let's see what we have in here. So we have the 60 set of art markers, the illustration tones. So the 60 pack Kaala B series. So I like the little case. It gives me flashbacks to when I had this big chalk thing when I was a little girl. All right, so here are the colors. So I think I probably have most of these colors in the regular set, but I think it's kind of interesting. They have the little swatch receipts. All right, and then they have the markers. I'm not sure how I feel about these. They look a little weird to me. I guess because I'm used to the round. But so they have the color name, and then the broad nib, chisel nib, and then it slims down and it has the name there too, which is kind of cool. And then teeny tiny little baby fine brush nib. So I think we're gonna play around with these and kind of see what we can do. So let's swatch and make some art. Alrighty guys, so I just wanted to show you the super satisfying swatch as I went through it. I think the paint laid down really well on the white paper. On the black paper, I don't know, it kind of has a weird texture to it. So that was a little bit weird. But I feel like if you do a couple of coats on a dark surface, it'll be totally fine. The markers laid down very smooth. I was very happy with them. I did feel like a couple of them I didn't shake quite enough, so I had to reshake them. But overall, yeah, very happy with these. And I also wanted to show you guys the swatching of the alcohol markers. I tried the brush tip, the tiny brush tip and the chisel tip, and both worked very well. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys the swatching process real quick. Okay guys, so I'm totally done with my swatching, and I rearranged this so it's kind of more by color group, which I think is more helpful. Anyway, and I kind of want to do some art now, but because I want to just kind of want to play around with this supplies, I'm going to fill in a coloring page instead of drawing one of my own. So this one is this cute girl in sort of a 1950s sort of little outfit. by Lowly Feather on Instagram. You can check her out. She has some cool free coloring pages. Her illustrations are like really charming. They typically have like a female character. Yeah, and I really like them. And here I just kind of played around with some of the paint pens a little bit, kind of saw what they could do, if they could go on top of each other. As you can see, the white goes on top of the black like really well. I was actually surprised by how well you can see it. Yeah, and I tried it with like the alcohol markers, and I just kind of played around with the alcohol markers some too. So what I'm going to try to do is, like I said, I'm going to do a coloring page, and I'm going to put that as like the first page of my sketchbook. That way there's like a little less pressure to like get something perfect. You can just go ahead and get something you like. As you can see, I have two, because this one I accidentally printed off a little too big and I cut off her head. So I'll use this as sort of like a test sheet, kind of figure out like color schemes and patterns and stuff. But I'm excited to try these out and kind of see what we can do with it. So like I said, this is going to go right in the front of my sketchbook that y'all probably saw me do last week in the last video. So a lot of the colors are like red and black and green. So I'll probably kind of stick to that color scheme as the first page because I kind of like for it to match. So I'm going to try to kind of stick to the paint pens and then the Kaala, however it's pronounced, markers. However, if there's like one or two shades that I need from my 320 set, I don't mind trying one of those. So, okay. All right, so here's my little test sheet. So I'm debating if I want to give her like red hair with a black headband or black hair with a red headband. I think I want to do black with a red headband. My sister is agreeing that I should do black with a red headband. So I just kind of want to see how that looks. So I do have a black in the alcohol markers. Do I want to do that? I can kind of play maybe with the highlights some, because I always put the highlights before, but maybe I can do like a different color highlight. I've never really done that before, that I haven't like purposely left in. But so let's just see if I do some black hair with like my alcohol marker. This is just testing, like I said. Okay, let's just color that section in. That's cute, because I can always layer stuff, make it look shiny. Right, okay, so let's see how like the white highlight would look. Y'all are doing this in real time with me, so my mistakes are not to be edited. So, okay, so we have something like that. Okay, the white isn't bad. It's typically what I use for black because I like it to look really shiny. Let's see, what other colors do we have that might be kind of cool to play with as a highlight color? I mean, we can try a red highlight, just kind of see how it looks. Let's go with this. There we go. I don't love that. Do we want to try like a soft yellow, like there's like soft lighting? We can try maybe soft yellow and a soft blue. Try each of them, see if I like either one of them. Let's see. Let's try this pale yellow. Okay. And let's try a pale blue. Should we try a pale blue or a pale purple? I mean, I could try both. That's what the whole point of having a little little test piece is. Yeah, I'll just try both. Let me keep my black out. Do a little more. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, let's try this pale blue. Also, weirdly, this one, the B210, for some reason it didn't have like the little name on it. So I just wrote it with black pen. There you go, see it. But yeah, try this paler blue. I shook these already, but I just want to make sure the ink isn't like... Oh, I did that with marker. I forgot. Not the pen. Oh well. Trying to figure out what I like. Alright, let's try this sort of VO9 pale purple, sort of a lavender color. VO9, yeah, that's it. Alright, here we go. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I think definitely for the skin, I'm going to use the alcohol markers. So I already know that. Do I like any of the like reds? I do wish the paint markers had a few more reds because it's only got like these two and neither are super pretty, but that's okay. So let's see like what red we kind of like. I kind of like this like coral red, but this tomato is really pretty too. Yeah, I might go with maybe both of those. Yeah. So, coral red, tomato. Okay, let's just try that. And I like the teeny tiny little tip, this teeny tiny little detail. And because this is a test piece, I went outside the lines. Hopefully we don't do that on the actual piece. We'll see though. Little shading. Okay. Alright, so, and we want a red headband for sure. Is that too bright of a red? Do we like the darker one better? I think if we layer up, I think that'll be really cute. Okay, so let's decide her outfit. I'm kind of wondering, because I do want to stick to like the red and black kind of color scheme. Do we want a red skirt and a black top and a red scarf, or vice versa? Let me just kind of do both and see what we like better. So here's the black. So black scarf. And do the black skirt on this side. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is just to give me an idea, see what I like. Oh, she kind of looks like Cruella de Vil right now, and I'm not even mad at it. Like a little 1950s like Cruella de Vil. I'm kind of digging it, honestly. But let me just see what I like. Okay, should I leave some of it white? I don't know. I definitely want to create some like cool textures and stuff with the paint pen, so I'm going to mostly color with the alcohol markers, and like I said, add like texture and details with the paint markers, because I think that is what I want to do. Okay. Now she looks like Harley Quinn. That's not at all what I intended. Okay, so do we like the red gloves? I definitely want red shoes. I know that for sure. Ugh. Do a little shading. I mean, that's a really pretty red. I do like that. Yeah, but I definitely want, do I want the red shoes? I think I do. I think red shoes would look really cute, and I think no matter what, I'll do like a slightly darker shade. And then let's try the black gloves on this side. Okay. And then let me try a red bag over here. Match the shoes. I like that. Or do I want a black bag? I don't know. Skin color will probably... Oh look, skin white. How helpful is that? That's very nice. Okay, I think I'll probably end up just going with that and then layering up some stuff. So this would be her skin tone. So just burp, 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 burp. Like I said, this is a test sheet, so I'm just being messy, kind of figuring out what I want. And I'm debating, do I want to give her like skin tone for her legs, or do I want to like have her wearing like a pantyhose or something? Because I could do maybe like this color layered over it. That's kind of like a nylon color. Maybe one of these. Let's try B294 Buttercup Yellow first, because it's a little lighter. You can always go darker, but you can't go lighter really. So here's kind of like a stocking color. Okay, that's that. And then the E198, and that's even darker. Let's see if I like that. Don't know. I don't know. And should I give her like some cool makeup? Maybe do like some grays or something. Paint in. Let me see what I kind of want to do. Because I don't mind BGY19. Yeah. Just do that so my paint is mixed up. And do a little of this. Do I like that? I don't feel like that's dark enough if I do this. I don't think I want to do like half and half, because like I said, she looks like Harley Quinn or something right now. Let me see a slightly darker gray color. GYO21 maybe. Okay, let's just do a bit of that. I should let that dry. Do a little of that. Do I like that? Maybe not. Got the tip dirty. That's not good. Alright, so we have a few options. I want to see if I can do like a texture on the sweater with like maybe like a white and like the darker red maybe, or a gray if I decide to do black. So I'll go with the darker red and kind of take the texture on her sweater, kind of do like these little things, do this, and this. That's kind of cute. I do like that. And let that dry a little bit. Do some gray. I'll just use this one just to kind of give me an idea of what I like, what I don't. And so do like this and this and this. Okay. And then I was wondering if I should maybe add a little green in, maybe do like a plaid or something. So like just kind of get an idea what I like and what I don't. Okay, so that's kind of a plaid-ish pattern. Take the white, so highlights, and then maybe like let's take like a G321. That's kind of darker green, and I think I kind of want that. Okay, and do a tiny little stripe, little stripe, and then I mean that's kind of cute. I'm also wondering if I should put like a poodle or something on her skirt. Have like a little poodle on her skirt. Be kind of cute maybe. She'll see. And then white as well on the plaid. Oh no, that's kind of cute. I don't like that eyeshadow. That does not look good. Alright, so I have kind of like some options. So I am going to decide what all I want and then do the final piece over here. Alrighty guys, so after I had picked out all my colors and decided what I really liked and what I didn't like, you know, as I said, I showed you guys kind of my process and my experimenting. So here's me just trying out the markers, and I think they all worked really beautifully together. I think it worked very well for an illustration of a character, which is great because that's kind of what this is for. I felt like it had a nice variety of colors. I wouldn't mind a few more, but since I have the 320 set, you know, anything that I don't have in this particular set, I feel like I can supplement. So, but yeah, if you're just like looking for a certain set, I feel like this is a good one. I used the alcohol markers for all the skin, and then I used a mix of the alcohol markers and the paint markers for the outfit and the hair. And I think combining these and using different techniques, you can get some really cool effects. I really love how this drawing turned out. I think she's super, super cute, very fancy and like classy. Like, I love how all the colors turned out together. They blend really well together. The paint pens lay down in a flat way, and I think it just turned out really good. So I'm glad I got to share this with y'all as I created this fancy little girl here. Yeah, I'm very happy with everything that I used today. What would you guys have created with these? Let me know. All right. Okay guys, so I am completely done now. So this was the test sheet, and I kind of like wrote down what I wanted. So here is the final piece. I think she turned out very, very cute. I love her hair. I like the details on the scarf. I think the little poodle skirt addition is really, really cute. Yeah, and then I added some sparkles around her just because I felt like it was a little empty and it needed a little something, and I thought that was cute. Yeah, I really liked using these. So I used just the paint pens and the Kaala alcohol markers that I got that I showed you guys. Yeah, as far as first impressions go, I would say they're both nice. They have different uses. I will say, like, all the tips, so like the brush tip for the paint markers worked really well. You can get really very, very thin lines, and it's very opaque, which I like. I like that you can lay it over stuff. And then as far as the alcohol markers go, I actually really liked this chisel tip. I don't know if it's different from the regular. I think it is a little bit, but it laid down really smooth. And then the tiny little baby brush nib. I think it works really well for getting into like really detailed areas like the face and stuff like that. As far, like I said, like the paint pens can be really thin because like her eyebrows are super thin, and I did that with paint pens. And so yeah, I did most of the coloring with like the alcohol markers, and then like overlaying the details with the paint markers, and they show up really well. Yeah, I think they look nice. The only thing was the alcohol markers did bleed a little bit. I don't know if I overlayered it or if it's my paper or what. But so that's just something to keep in mind if you're looking at these sets. Thanks for drawing along with me. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!